Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here, and it is time for our February check-in setup. And oh my goodness, I can't tell you, I'm actually kind of excited for this one because it's the first month in my new year because I'm on the lunar calendar now. So it is also means it's Lunar New Year, which is very exciting for me. So it is the year of the dragon coming up. So we are going to be filling our February spread with some awesome, fun stuff for Lunar New Year. First and foremost, of course, we need our new monthly tab in the cascading fashion. So once we get that set up, it will be time to get all of the must-haves for February on the page. So first and foremost, I am using purple and green for my outlines every which way we go. More on that later. And we have February is a focus month, just like January was a focus month. We can't just stay inside and focus all the time though, so we are going to need some weekly spreads. But we have a focus month. We're going to be working on one project and one project only to make sure that it is getting done. And then of course we have every other day life and other things going on as well. So we will need a small calendar just to keep track of what is going on throughout the weeklies. We will need some project tracker for our one project. We're only going to do one project at a time, and then some other trackers as well. I am putting the package tracker back in, but I'm changing how I'm doing it. And then I had so much fun doing the bingo tasks in the month of January that I decided I was going to do something similar for February. It's going to be more of a not quite a full bingo spread, but we will have that going as well. The one and only project, I love these progress bars that I've been using since, oh my goodness, I think I started using these pretty early on in this journal, so maybe all the way back in July, and I have not stopped feeling the joy that is filling them out. They're a little tedious to put together. They have one little slot for every day of the month, and then as you work on the project, if you worked on the project and met the goal for the progress of working on the project, you just fill it in to show that yes, I did work on it that day, which is a great little motivator for me because it helps remind me that sometimes we don't see progress in the project, like it feels like nothing's getting done, but we are working, and it's important to acknowledge that I am making progress, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm making progress. So I love the little progress bar. So like I said, I'm not doing a full bingo tasks for the month of February. I thought maybe a small version. And then I was looking at it later and I was like, it's tic-tac-toe. So we have task tic-tac-toe, I guess, this month, and we'll fill that out as some little one-off things that need to come up during the month come up. I also want to see if I can finish off more on my January bingo before I see if anything needs to be carried over and whatnot. Okay, so here is my new package tracker. So I've always just been like, oh, this is my package, and then I write down the date that it arrives. So I'm going to do something different for the rest of this journal, at least, where I will have a space for things that I ordered and a space for things that are delivered. And that way, so next month, if things that I ordered in February don't arrive until March, it'll go in the March delivered section, etc., etc. So it's a little different, but one of the things that has been driving me crazy is just like, when did I order this? How long did it take? How long does things normally take? When does it arrive? And it isn't just so much of, I did order something, I should be looking out for it, and I need to make sure that it has been delivered. But I also want to know, like, how long certain places that I order from, what their average turnaround time is. Okay, because it is February, we of course need some cherry blossoms. So I have got cherry blossom washi tape. I actually have this nice little thin washi tape with gold foil and whatnot, and then I also have another big one that I will use later on. And it's the year of the dragon, so we've got dragon stickers and we need to use all these dragon stickers, and I don't care if they're the right kind of dragon or not. I like all kinds of dragons and I think they all apply for this theme, so we're just going to dig into the stash and use up some dragon stickers in all shapes and sizes and styles, and love it. Yes, so the dragon shall take over. So yes, we've got cherry blossoms and dragons, and I don't think those two things are normally things that we normally think go together, but look at how cute they are. They go together so well. Okay, looking at this, I realized I needed something else. I needed a posting tracker so that I could keep track of all the things I need to post on social media and schedule whatnot. So just a quick little box added in there just to keep track of I need to post these things and then tick them off after they have been posted. So yes, so that is our calendar cover spread, nice and dragonified, and it's on to the weekly. Okay, so there's technically 4 weeks in February, but there's a couple extra days, and this is the moment. This is the moment that I realized I screwed up my calendar. Did you see that I screwed up my calendar? I didn't even see that I screwed up my calendar until I went to go do the weekly spread and realized I done messed up. So I'm fixing the calendar, and the way I fixed it is I just blotted out all of the numbers with the purple pen, and then I went back over with a paint pen. I had silver went with my color scheme, and I found it. And it's all about what I find first. If I'd had a white jelly, that probably would have worked too, but I found the silver pen first, so I just fixed it that way. Okay, so no, we need to go back to the weekly spread. Use weekly spreads in January, and that was fine, but February and going forward, you know, we have places to be, people to see, and things we have to remember. It is not just sit at home and lock ourselves in the studio office space and work on projects. We actually have to engage as a human being again. Ugh, the tragedy. Okay, so we are going to need a weekly setup and a weekly schedule. But for the most part, it's still going to be a lot of sit at home and pretend all we do is create wonderful projects. But yes, okay. So I have done a timetable style weekly spread. So instead of having a place to list out everything, I'm going to be having a schedule that yes, we have a schedule. So we need a timetable. So we're going to have our blocks of time set up, and then we will fill in our time for each day as we go. So what I thought I would do is use washi tape to color code the schedule, especially because I have some fun ones that I would like to use, some of which I never get to use, and they work with our cherry blossom and dragon and springtime, Lunar New Year, happiness theme. I think they go really well, so we need to make a little key to keep the sanity in my brain, and add. I'm just gonna decorate the crap out of this. I've got cherry blossom stickers everywhere, but so yes, this will be my key to my schedule, and I need to figure out and assign everything. You can see the bleed through from where I had to fix the calendar on the other side. So that's the other reason I want to just go ahead and decorate that crap out of everything. So we need more cherry blossoms and more color, and maybe even some more dragons. We'll have to see what else we can find in the sticker stash. Okay, so just trying to give you like a test run of what my schedule will look like once I actually am using the washi tape So we'll just assign this key. So we'll have our schedule swatch key, because it's not really, it's not really a color code, it's a swatch. So we need to assign these things to our main things. Now I understand, like, we have more than just 6 things that go on in the schedule, but I feel like the main things, so we have like, the big project that we're tracking. We need to do project time, and our home life, and working on office stuff, and then secret projects and things like that. Things that that I need to know. You guys don't need to know. But just to give you an idea of what that'll look like, I will just lay out a theoretical schedule for the first 3 days in February. I, of course, will have to go back and fix this to make it reflect reality once the time comes and I actually know what reality is going to look like. But for the most part, I kind of do know where things are going. Point of this is not to map out the literal what is being done in these time blocks so much as to give myself a very fun, very colorful schedule, guidelines to go by. So some of these are really easy, like my green scaly tape, which is representing home stuff, is really easy because I always do that stuff first thing in the morning, so it's really easy to say like, oh well, we're gonna do that then. And let's see, we've got some project time, which I like to do the majority of my day, so that's going to take up a lot of space and things like that. So we're just trying to map up what we know and not overwhelm ourselves. The most tedious part about doing it this way was cutting the washi tape. Okay, let's take a final flip through for February. Oh, that's a lot of f. Our year of the dragon with our cherry blossoms, purple and green. I am digging the dragons and the cherry blossoms, like, oh my goodness. And our fixed calendar, our sample swatch, and first 3 days with an extra dragon and loads of cherry blossoms to fill out the space. Then we've got the first 2 weeks, full weeks set up, ready to be filled in, and I will do the last 2 later as the time is available, and we'll just fill those in with our swatch. I'm really happy with it. I hope you found some inspiration, and I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.